Hi, this is Martin Howe. I'm the CEO and founder of TopLineBusinessSolutions.com. We've got about 1,100 consultants in 36 countries. You know, people ask me, what does it take to be successful in any kind of business? Now, let me just tell you, there's a couple of things that you need to do. Number one, make sure the product or the service you have to offer is the very best that you have in the marketplace. If you know that there's something better than what you have and you're trying to sell your product or service, you're doing your customers and your prospects a disservice because you're not giving them the very best there is. And you're not serving yourself as well because you're not coming from a point of integrity. So number one, make sure the product or service you have is the very best possible. If it's not, either fix it and make sure it is, or change the category so you're not competing with other ones like it, or quit selling it. Okay, that's your obligation. Now, number two, if you do have, and if you are convinced that the product and service that you have to offer is the very best option for the customers and the prospects that you have, then make sure you get it out into the marketplace and give everybody out there an opportunity to take advantage. If you have a product or service that's better than anything else and you fail to share it with other people, then you're cheating those people and you're cheating yourself because, again, you're not coming from a point of integrity. So get the product or service out there. Even if your marketing isn't the best, get it out there. Now, if people don't take advantage of it, that's their problem. You fulfilled your obligation. You have a moral obligation to do everything you can to have the very best product or service available and then convey that to your market so they have every opportunity to take advantage of it. Now, those are just some things that you need to do. Now, two questions for you. If your physician, your doctor came to you and said, you only have 6 months to live, what would you do different? How would you change your life? Would you be doing exactly what you're doing right now? Would you work the same job you're working? Are you religious? If you're religious, would you pray more? Would you pray more fervently? Would you attend your temple, your church, or your synagogue more often? Well, what are you waiting for? Why are you waiting for that? Because the fact is, you don't know how much time you have. It could be 6 months, it could be 25 years. If you're not religious, would you start all of a sudden to get religious and try to make things right? Well, what are you waiting for? Why are you putting that off? If there's a relationship that needs mended between you and your spouse or your children or maybe a friend or coworker or someone else that needs to be mended, would you start to fix that? Well, why are you waiting? Why not do it right now? You see, your obligation in this life is to convey everything you have that's of value to someone else, to them, and make up whatever you have to do to make things right so that you'll be ready to go whenever your time is right. Because the fact is, you can walk out the door and you can buy a bus today. Or you can live another 25, 30, 45 years. You just don't know. So do whatever it takes for you to be successful. If you'll serve enough other people, they'll help you get whatever you want out of life. And believe me, when you have what you need out of life, and you can now operate from a point of integrity and from abundance, you have what it takes to sustain you and your family without having to work another day, then you're free to be able to take whatever energy you have, whatever knowledge and experience and skill you have into the marketplace to help other people, to help them get better at whatever it is that they do.
Wow. Thank you, Martin. Martin, you've had this. You've been told recently you have 6...
I have stage 4 cancer. It's rectal cancer that has metatastasized into my lymph nodes and into both leg bones and my pelvis. I've been given 6 months to 12 months to live. Of course, the doctors aren't God. They can't tell me exactly where I'm going to go. So I'm dependent on several things. There's three things that I'm looking for, 3 answers. Number 1, cancer survivor. Number 2, remission. And number 3, miracle. I know there are other options out there, but these are not even a consideration for me. I'm continuing right now to function and to take what I have into the marketplace and let people know what they need to do. Now, the cancer that I have is one of the most deadly forms of cancer, but it's also one of the most easily to detect and one of the most easy to cure if it's detected properly and early enough. Problem is, nobody bothers to do that. Now, I hold several state, national, and world bicycle and running titles and championships, and I also run triathlons. I go to the gym every day. So I didn't know. I'm in perfect shape. My body is in good shape. I have the body of a 30-year-old. I run, I ride my bike, I train all the time. My diet is about as clean as you can get. But I have this problem now that was internal. The other day I was speaking on a stage with Tony Horton from the PX90 program.
I know him.
Yeah.
I have that program.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
And he's a wonderful guy. And he said, look, you can't be amazing if you don't take care of yourself. And he's absolutely right, but he's only 2/3 right. He was talking about exercise, he was talking about diet. Get your exercise right, get your diet right. You know what he failed? The medical part, you got to have the checkups. At age 50, you should have a colonoscopy. At age 60, you should have another colonoscopy. Every 10 years, starting at age 50. I didn't know that. Had I known that, they probably could have gone in and found the polyps, the cancerous polyps, and removed those, and I wouldn't go through this. Right now, my family is having to go through some horrendous times, not knowing where Dad's going to be or where Grandpa's going to be. You need to take it upon yourself to not only do the exercise and get that right and get your exercise right and get your weight under control, but then also do whatever it takes to take advantage of the modern medical miracles that are out there today. Get these tests done. If you're a man, get your prostate checked. If you're a woman, get the mammograms for breast cancer. And no matter who you are, get your colonoscopy and other tests that you need to have. It doesn't take much, but I'll tell you, it'll save lives. If you're in a situation that you're 50 or older, you need to start taking care of more than just your exercise and your diet. Make sure you take care of yourself because I'm 66 years old. I have a gift now that I know how to handle this situation, and my obligation now is to get it out to as many people as I can. Your obligation is no different. Take the message you have, get it in the hands of those people who can benefit from it.
Well, Martin, we're going to save lives with this video.
If you're having a conversation,
lives.
I guarantee you will
Thank you very much.